Hi, welcome to You Old and Retro. My name is Vincent and welcome to another video. Today I have an unboxing of what is going to be a very popular item at this time of year, which is Christmas, the festive period, whatever you want to celebrate around this time. A lot of presents will be given, and inevitably charging cables will become a primary thing for many people to be using, whether it's for your phone, your Nintendo Switch, various other items, all now use USB cables. And one of the main things that I've been doing is slowly transitioning to USB-C type cables. I've got plenty of micro USB cables, and unfortunately my phone is now on USB-C, my wife's phone is on USB-C, various other items are also on USB-C. And one thing you need to be careful looking out for now is getting a good quality cable. Today I've a range of Anker cables. What I'm going to do is unbox those and compare that to the Amazon Basics cable, which is also a braided cable. So first and foremost, I already have unboxed this one because I've used it already. This is the Anker 0.9 meter cable. This is their power line version. Works really well. It is literally just a small box like this, and then comes with it's a very robust, thick cable. Anker branded, USB 3, or is it 3.1? Yes, it's free, USB 3. This thing charges really well and definitely works better than the combination cable I was using previously, which was a bit like this. It had a micro USB with a little adapter that was really quite flexible at the time when I was transitioning back and forth between USB-C and micro USB items, shall we say. I still have some items which are micro USB, but I was finding that it wasn't charging my phone properly. So what I'd literally do was place the cable, and I was getting a message saying it was going to be charging slowly, and now I switched to this cable. This one seems to work really well. I don't get that message coming up anymore. I'm getting a full charge, and it charges pretty quickly. So definitely recommend this. It's also red, which makes it eye-catching and very easy to spot in a bag. So if you're getting a charging cable, sometimes you want to be discreet, but if you're chucking in your bag constantly and using it quite a lot, having a braided cable helps resist wear and tear, and also makes it in a color like this, makes it easy to spot. So you not necessarily want to get red, but this also comes in things like gold and generally grey, which makes it a little bit easier. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's open this one, which is, I believe, the 6-foot version of a very similar cable to this. It's also a power line cable. So I'm just going to very quickly unslice this. So this is a different length of cable basically. So this is the nearer 1 meter version. And then what I was finding that if you're in bed, a 1 meter cable sometimes isn't long enough. So you go for something else in the box apart from a little thing to say, are you happy or not? So this is the 6-foot version, which is built very similarly, sheathed in grey plastic and black plastic, and each end it has Anker branding on the USB A side and no branding on the short side. Still braided, very hard wearing. It comes with a little very handy wrap to keep it tidy. Stretches out and looks really robust, and it is long. I mean, this is only 6 foot, but if you think about it, that's the height of most people, to be fair. So it should do really well in bed, depending on what your charger is. Now, in this pack that I've got here, this is the triple pack, which is probably more value for money for most people, because it comes with a 3-foot cable, which is 0.9, the 6-foot cable, and also comes with a 10-foot cable, a 10-meter version. Sorry, 10 meters? 3-meter version. This is more of a value kit. So what I did was pick up these to carry around in a bag. This one is for use generally in a living room or a sofa or something like that. And then this 3-pack is for extra spares, because you can't have 2 through cables, I found, because often you have more than one bag, so moving the cable around back and forth is going to cause a bit of a hassle for yourself. So having a few extra cables is always really handy. So let's open this up. Again, this is another Anker branded product. Anker also make, obviously, large amount of power banks, so the fact that they make USB cables to plug into these devices is of course no surprise. Now I went for red with these again, and this again, not much in the backs. Am I happy? I'll check them all to make sure they're all working, and then I'll say I'm happy. FCC statement, and well, it's two FCC various statements. That's that, and I have another FCC statement. It looks like they give me free for some reason. So this pack is basically this one with different lamps. So I have the really long, the 3-meter version here. So this looks like a real beast. 2-meter version, or 1.8 meters, sorry, or 6-foot version, which is actually the same as this one, but obviously in red. And then you have the 0.9 meter version, or the 3-foot version, which is the same as this. Now I'm just going to quickly make sure the same thickness. This one seems a little bit thicker for some reason, or is it just me? Maybe it is. Very, very slightly, it seems. I might be going slightly insane, but this one is slightly thicker. Let me check that. I mean, this is the iteration 2, which is the U version, it says here. And then this one just has the standard iteration. So it's probably, this one's the slightly revised version. This was on a Black Friday special. So it was thicker. It definitely is. I mean, even the wrap's slightly different, the way it's been wrapped. The wrap is smoother on this one. I mean, it's probably the case that this one's spec-wise is the same. You see, this triple pack is actually USB 2 in terms of speed, which is what I've brought. But if you're just mainly charging the phone off a charger, it doesn't actually make too much of a difference, because you're just using power delivery rather than data. But if I was to use these same cables for putting into a laptop to back up photos or videos, it will make a bit of a difference, because USB 3 is massively 10 times faster than USB 2. So you will see a big difference in terms of the data transfer speeds. So just be aware of that if you're buying cables. USB 3 cables are generally a bit more expensive, but I'll mainly be using these for charging, so I'm not really too fussed about that. So I'll just keep that in mind when I'm using these. Now, the other thing I'm looking at obviously is how do these compare to an Amazon Basics cable, which is also braided. So it comes in obviously a grey cardboard box. So get this on, sliced open. If I can even slice it open. Oops. Give you a massive box cable, but probably don't as overkill. So again, I went for a another red cable. Now this is Again, USB 2, I can instantly feel it, and it's definitely thinner. A bit like the Anker ones that I've just unboxed as well. I think the USB 3 version is shielded slightly more, which is why it's thicker, which might explain why. But the difference between this and the Anker ones is that it does use metal ends. Now I specifically chose a USB-C to USB-C cable because I don't actually own one of these, and the idea is that certain chargers do have a USB-C cable at the end, so you can charge straight off it. So which is why I brought this in the first place. Again, primarily used for these cables will be for charging as opposed to data transfer. I will keep probably this one for data transfer and maybe swap out my carry for this USB 2 version. This one I believe was a USB 3 one. So again, these two can be kept for data transfer as and when required, but of course, if I'm carrying these day to day, I'm not too worried because I can use these for data transfer, even using a laptop or anything like that. So that's really good. And that's it. So when you're buying cables here at Christmas or any festive period for anyone, keep an eye on the specifications, because obviously, depending on what you're doing with them or planning on doing with them, the specifications can matter massively. The cable that comes with your phone will generally be any variation. It could be USB 2 or it could be USB 3. So that can matter large amount if you ever back things up onto a PC or any sort of Mac or something like that. But for most people, if you're just charging your phone and using cloud backups, the speed of charge won't matter too much because the data transfer speed isn't going to matter about the make any difference towards actual power delivery. So you could actually go for a slightly cheaper cable, but it's just that you don't have the flexibility of ever using it with a PC and getting that speed. So just be aware of that. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you around.